Hey, welcome back to YT Finance, and today we will not be discussing workhorse stock news, but instead we will look at 3 electric vehicle stocks that will lower your risk while increasing your gains. Then the second half of this video we will discuss Airbnb's stock IPO and how to play it. Remember to like this video right now, subscribe if you are new here, comment down below your thoughts, and let's make you some free money with Webull. Webull is a brokerage where you can buy and sell stocks, options, and cryptocurrencies easily. Right now, if you make an account with Webull, they will give you 2 free stocks, each worth anywhere from $2 to $250. And if you invest $100 or more on your first deposit, you will get 2 more free stocks, each valued from $8 to $1,600. You are basically guaranteed to make $20 or more if you cash out immediately, or you could luck out and receive up to $3,200. Not to mention that you also have a 1 in 100 chance of getting stocks like Facebook, Starbucks, or Snapchat, and you have a 1 in 50 chance of getting stocks like Google, Procter & Gamble, or Heinz. To get this offer, just tap on the link in my description box down below and do it quickly because this offer ends on December 14th. With that out of the way, let's get into our first article. These stocks will not be new to most of you, but these are stocks I currently have in my long-term portfolio, and they all go together to create a foundation for a stable electric vehicle portfolio. After a sector has a huge run-up like the electric vehicle sector, a correction is bound to happen, and that is one of the best times to buy, which is right now. Tesla will not be the only electric vehicle winner, because it's not a winner-take-all scenario, so let me introduce you to my first cornerstone of my portfolio, and it's Tesla. As of right now, Tesla is the industry leader for electric vehicles, and everyone is trying to be like Tesla. But what really makes Tesla great is that they are more than an electric vehicle company. Tesla is truly a technology company at its core, and it will continue to innovate even if it loses the crown of being the best in the EV space. Why find the next Tesla when Tesla itself can be a stable and a well-rounded electric vehicle portfolio? Tesla is still undervalued, and it's worth $1,050 per share, and that is not even the most bullish estimate. Just research what ARK Invest thinks of how much Tesla is really worth, and then this price target will seem rather conservative to you. Next up, we have NIO stock, but if you want, this could be substituted with Li Auto, XPEV, or BYD, with NIO and BYD being my favorite picks of these choices. If you have Tesla in a portfolio, we need a company that could rival them overseas, has a great business model, owns very good proprietary technology, and can compete with Tesla on an international scale. With the rate that NIO is growing, they are a clear winner. Although they have not turned a profit, NIO's future looks very bright with their plans to go international, and the fact that they sell their cars in the largest EV market in the world, which is China. That adds to their position immensely. NIO also has been estimated to have a future stock price of $300 within the next decade, but I estimate that NIO stock will hit $100 in less than 2 years. Lastly, we have Hyliion, which can be substituted for Workhorse Group stock or a rival stock. Hyliion will not be the next Tesla, but Hyliion can take a Class 8 commercial vehicle and they can convert it into a hybrid electric vehicle. This conversion will lower the owner's fuel costs, increase the vehicle's range, give it more horsepower, while also granting it a faster recharge time. So Hyliion is a great bet to get in on, especially because it's so cheap right now. Hyliion has a current price target of $40 in the long run, so keep an eye out for this sleeper stock. With Tesla being the stable innovator, NIO being an up-and-coming competitor, and Hyliion making Class 8 diesel trucks into hybrid electric vehicles, you have a great start to an electric vehicle portfolio. Honestly, there are so many other better electric vehicle stocks than these, but these are a great start. Beyond these 3 stocks, you should also look into charging station stocks and electric transit stocks. Now, after some electric vehicle stock talk, let's discuss one of the biggest initial public offerings of 2020, which is Airbnb stock, ticker name ABNB, which will IPO on December 10th. Investment bankers have priced Airbnb at $56 to $60 a share, when originally it was priced at $47 a share. Analysts also expect Airbnb to grow 35% per year, and with their monopolistic hold on the market, they are anticipated to bring in $6 billion worth of revenue before 2022. Some find it strange that Airbnb is IPOing in one of their worst years yet on record because their revenue has dropped 72% in Q2 and they laid off 25% of their employees. However, Airbnb will skyrocket from its $56 to $60 IPO price, especially because the future price prediction for Airbnb is $130 per share. I find Airbnb's humble beginnings fascinating because it started when two college roommates put air mattresses on their floor and they provided a bed and breakfast service for those willing to stay the night if they paid to help them with rent. After many years of developing this idea, Airbnb had a big break in 2015 with a huge $1.5 billion round of funding, which allowed Airbnb to fight for legal regulations and registration for their business. Fast forward to today. In December, Airbnb regained 82% of their revenue of the prior year, which allowed Airbnb to increase their original IPO price of $44 to around $56 to $60 as of right now. In 2017, Airbnb had $2.6 billion in revenue, and by 2019, their revenue climbed all the way up to $4.8 billion in just 2 years. But after the illness, their revenues dropped to $3.8 billion, yet it is still estimated that sales for Airbnb will be $6 billion by 2022. Analysts normally only look at recent data from the current quarters, which provides a skewed view of Airbnb, because if we used long-term Airbnb data, it is a sleeping giant that has untapped potential that not many investors know about. Airbnb has a strong effect on people because Airbnb has hosts that gain customers who may become hosts in the future who then gain new customers, and this sets off a chain reaction similar to when a new social media platform comes out, and if some of your friends get it, you might get it as well. Airbnb is set to compete with major hotel chains like Marriott and Hilton. Airbnb is currently worth $35 billion, while Hilton is worth $30 billion and Marriott is worth around $42 billion. But Airbnb has way less expenses than these major hotel chains because Airbnb actually owns very little real estate compared to the hotel chains that have major real estate problems with either renting or owning the real estate, not to mention all of the assets and furniture that they have to furnish their hotels with, unlike Airbnb where everything comes from the hosts. Airbnb is set to do very well, but we have to remember that at IPO, the price will skyrocket at first and then pull back and come down, but maybe not lower than the original IPO price, so be careful. If you plan to hold long term, I would get the IPO price and not risk it not coming down far enough, but to each their own. Airbnb is projected to grow rapidly over the next decade to 2030, and I thought this stock would be interesting for electric vehicle investors on my channel, because that is around the same amount of time that it will take electric vehicles to fully take over. It is also forecasted that Airbnb will be worth $172 billion by 2028, so remember that number and get in as soon as possible. Now, don't forget that the company will have good and bad times over in the future, so this is not a get-rich-quick kind of stock, but it is a stock that could make you rich over time, especially with their $130 price target, which is coming in the very soon years. Remember that Airbnb IPOs on December 10th. Keep in mind that the stock could pull back drastically after their IPO, but I personally am not willing to bet on that chance. Do not forget to like this video, comment down below your thoughts, subscribe if you are new, and I will see all of you in the next YT video. Also, don't forget about the free Webull stocks down in the description. We also have Robinhood, and again, I'll see you later.